Good afternoon, Harlem and Harlems of the world. I am Terri Wisdom, and this is Harlem Network News. As many of you know, Harlem Network News is a media platform we started at the onset of COVID, and we know how critical media is. Is media the message the media? And these years since COVID have really shown us, especially with everything that we have going on. But today we are speaking about the incredible Harlem Fine Arts Show, the 17th year that is coming up. We're counting down, and it is going to start on Friday and through the weekend. It's right here in Manhattan at the Glass House on 12th Avenue between 48th and 49th. You can go to the website which is hfas.org, and get your tickets. And there are going to be Black art from all over the world. And some of the focus is to come and experience Black art, but also to buy Black art. That is the message, and that is the messaging. So we have one of the owners of a very extraordinary piece here with us today, and that is in the person of Elena King. And she is the owner of an incredible piece, the Liberian Mural Relief, and also the head of the Liberian Mural Foundation. So, Elena, please say hello to the world and share a little bit about what this Liberian Mural Relief is and just some of what the journey, the art journey has been. Thank you for joining us.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me. My name is Elena King, and I spent 28 years in Africa. Some of those years, 10 of them were spent in Liberia. And in 1983, I had been buying works by Mr. Yegan for some time, but in 1983, I actually met him in person and at his place in Yekepa. Oh. And I actually met him, and we talked, and I saw his workshop on the side, and I asked if I could go in and have a look at what's in there. And he said, well, there's no electricity. I said, well, anyway, let me go in and see what's going on. And he was very gracious, very nice gentleman. And I went in, and yes, indeed, there was no electricity. But at the back of the workshop, I saw these tall panels leaning up against the wall. And I made my way over there, and I could feel with my hands that there were contours on these panels. So I made my way back out, and I was with a friend of mine, my lawyer, actually.
Okay.
And I asked if I could see these panels. And well, it was a big job. So, Mr. Yegan hesitated, but my lawyer, who was also a friend, he persuaded Mr. Yegan to have them brought out. And by then, all the villagers had come out.
Okay.
And they all went in and brought out the panels and put them in the order of the 4 scenes that make up the relief.
All right.
And by the way, we call it a mural relief simply because when we say relief, all that pops up in the search engines is that we're trying to collect money for some disinherited group
organization,
rather than to think of it as an art term for a piece of art. And it is 20 feet by 10 feet, made up of 20 panels, consisting of 4 scenes. It was created for the 1979 Organization of African Unity Conference, which was hosted. It was Liberia's turn to host it.
Okay.
And so this relief was created for the conference center. And Mr. Yegan, who was a recognized artist in Liberia, was the one who was asked to do this. And so fast forward, I met Mr. Yegan in 1983 at his home, at his village. And I did see the relief when they put it out and put the on the ground and put the scenes in order, and I saw it, and I thought it was just incredibly majestic and very beautiful. It's made of mahogany wood, which is
Okay,
one of
that
the
was what I
woods.
was going to ask you. Thank you.
It's
Okay.
one of the wood species. Liberia is known for its woods,
Oh,
and mahogany is one of them.
okay.
And so it's made of mahogany, and it depicts 4 scenes in the history in our history as a people who originated in Africa and were moved out through various happenings into other worlds that were not our own, forced into other worlds that were not our own, and then making the journey back to Africa. So in this instance, there are 4 scenes. The first scene is bucolic village life with people going about their daily life and playing their instruments. And the second scene is the arrival of the slave traders capturing people.
Okay.
And the third scene is people who are returning to Africa, and you see them with their suitcases and their belongings, hand extended, petitioning the king of Bushrod Island in Liberia to be granted asylum. So that's the third scene. So that's a very important one. And that's actually the reason I bought the relief, because I thought that that was very moving and, you know, an incredible journey, 360 degrees back. And then the fourth scene is a representation of the people who came back and the indigenous population joining together to found the Republic of Liberia, the first republic in Africa.
Okay, well, thank you. That's a very, I'm Terri Wisdom, and this is Harlem Network News. And I'm here with Elena King, and the owner and the Liberian Mural Relief, and also the director of the Liberian Mural Foundation. And I think it's very significant. We want everybody to come out to the Harlem Fine Arts Show, but the Liberian Mural Relief is going to be front and center at the exhibit. And as was stated, it's very, very significant because within these panels, it tells the story of coming across the water by force and being here in America or in the Americas, and then being back to Africa and settling and forming the first republic, Liberia. So it's a wonderful relief because, as they say, a picture is 1,000 words. So this really shares